Hi, folks. I'm George Valentine. I'm an employment services specialist, have been for over 20 years, helping people make the move from their challenges to landing that job and moving toward their dreams. Uh, One of the things that I do is through the HERO method, I show people the point of view of the employer. Because unless you understand the point of view of the employer, you can walk into an interview believing that you're the right person for the job, but if you can't show the connection between your skills and what you offer and what the employer needs, you're going to leave that place unemployed. Well, I'm carrying this tennis racket to show a little story about a time when I got to know a fellow named Sam and his serve and how I was able to beat him for at least a little while. But first, the HERO method all really began years ago when I was employing people, and I had a fellow come in to interview with me. The fellow was about a foot taller and a foot wider than I am. And he walked up to me. I'll never forget this guy. He walked up to me, grabbed my hand, squeezed it hard, pumped it 3 times, and let it go. And I stood there waiting for the blood to come back to my hand, going like this, saying, "Why do you do that?" And he said, "Because I read it in a book. I read about how to shake somebody's hand. It said to grab his hand firmly, pump it 3 times, and let it go." And I got to tell you, I looked at the fellow and I said, "You had to read to figure out how to shake somebody's hand?" Well, through the years, I've gotten to understand that there's a lot of cases where people read about how to act in a job interview or how to act in front of an employer. For example, how many folks out there, I bet you've learned snappy answers to interview questions, or how to write things in a resume so that it sounds active, or how to shake hands with an employer. Well, the thing of it is, the way I see it, you have to be yourself. Because if you're yourself, it's going to show. If you're not yourself, it is really going to show. Best way I can tell you again is my old buddy Sam. You see, Sam had this great serve. I used to be back there. I wasn't in an apron at the time. I'd be back there waiting for the serve, and zap, it would go right past me. And I'd go over to the other side, zap. He had such a laser of a serve, I didn't have a chance. So I turned to him and I said, "Sam, when you're about to hit the ball, do you breathe in or breathe out?" He said, "You know, George, I never thought about that. It just sort of came naturally to me." I said, No. I'd really like to learn because you are so good at this stuff. Can you tell me, do you breathe in or breathe out?" So Sam went back there and he's getting ready to serve and he's looking up and he's concentrating so much on how he's doing it that he doesn't just do it. So he hits these little lobs, these big watermelon serves that I'm able to hit back to him. And for a little while there, we're doing just fine. Until Sam all of a sudden stops. He says, "You know, George, you got me." I didn't have to think about it before. I just did it. I was myself. Now, by wondering if I'm breathing in or breathing out, I'm not myself. And I'm not able to be as effective. So you think about it for a little while. Go ahead and read all the books you like about snappy answers to interview questions and what to put on your resume and how to express yourself to an employer. Skip that part about shaking hands, though, would you? And then just be yourself. Put yourself into that. Don't have that book tell you what to do. Folks, be yourself and enjoy the day. Take care. Thank you for coming to Valentine's Diner. We'll see you again soon. Bye.